2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Along with Coach Steve Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Charlotte, what a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And checking out Charlotte, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got MP. He's out there with Ball. Miller is out there with Allen. And it's Zawan in at the 4 slot. And for New Orleans, hopping forward, Ingram and Williamson. Curry is out there with Hawkins. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience, it takes unselfishness.
And it seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
Well, maybe I'm the one to break the news here, but the results are in, and they're impressive. The MP has been driven to make plays, and the team has really prospered. His abilities to create those opportunities are making a huge impact on the defense.
Now here's Williamson, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Williams dishes to Ingram. Over Miller, and Ingram the bucket on the assist by Williams.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that golden ring.
MP outside. Ball kicks to MP. And there's the try. Good work there as it goes.
Nice slash by MP right there. I love when he takes the initiative.
Curry looking it over. That's to Williams. Here's Ingram. And he slides it down right on top of Brandon Miller.
Crazy talk from the wiry Ingram. It's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Ball with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Curry. 15 points his last outing. Right into the basket. Miller grabs the miss. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Ingram. Coming off a 21-point game his last outing. On the wing, Williams. Ingram outside. Williams sets a screen for Ingram. A three-pointer, no good. Charlotte leading by 5. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Clock is at 3. Miller, that's for 2. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Ingram against him. Ingram outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Good D by Miller. The Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. MP outside. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Hawkins. Ball no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Ingram. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the move.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Pelicans, they're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Seeing where Charlotte is now, they're just taking it one game at a time, dismantling each opponent along the way as they were predicted to do. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball against Curry. MP outside. Pass to Salon. Back to MP. The three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it winning both matchups last season.
Pass to Miller from downtown. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue this.
Curry kicks to Williams. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside for Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball the pass to Miller. Curry against Ball. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ball's got 8 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Mr. Williamson. He is rebounded by Salon.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Step back and squared up. He has 7.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Outside Curry. Here's Ingram. Good D by Miller.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability stand
shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to the spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
Fun player to watch. Here's MP. Here's Allen. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And it's an 11-point Hornets lead. New Orleans gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to talk to his guy. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
That's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
So for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones is checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Murray subbed in for Curry. The Hornets also with the sub. Porter's checked in. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Great, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Good on both. And staying while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. I've heard you talked about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
That's a terrific assessment. And finished off by Williamson.
What a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Murray. 20 points for him last game against Memphis.
But he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
It's Miller on the wing. Defended by Jones. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Miller. Lets the three fly. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Houston lit up the floor. He scored 35 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. A fantastic performance for him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for a different measure. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last
Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one. Hornets leading by 9. Ball kicks to Porter. Pass to MP. Now here's Allen. From deep. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
1:39 left in the first quarter. Hawkins passes to Williamson. The Hornets pull it in, coming into this having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Here is Williams, following the basket by MP. Williams finds Murray. And a miss there on the triple. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Kept alive. Ball with the bucket.
You know, on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
56 seconds left to play in the first. Murray, the pass to Williamson. Tipped away. Back to Murray. To the paint. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Shoots over ball. And there's Williamson on the assist by Murray. Williamson's got 10.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Pelicans trail by 16. Murray kicks to Hawkins. Williamson on the post. Who's there? And that one's good, Williamson.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Outside ball. Outside Porter. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor. It makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. MP out there with Daniels. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Allen. And it's Salon in at the 4. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Murray. And they're moving it up. And stolen by MP. Pass to Salon. And down it goes. Cut through off a wonderful assist.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Ingram following the score by Charlotte.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the inside. Allen, that's good. And it's 6 points for Jared Allen.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jones kicks to Ingram. Smith surveying the D. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Daniels. And again, no good by New Orleans. Charlotte leading by 20. Inside, it's taken away by Smith. Jones, the pass to Lofton. And he jams it with authority.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the
game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Here's MP. He's got 9. Launches a 3. He is hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Pelicans trail by 18. Pass to Ingram. Back to Murray. Outside, Jones. To the middle. Here's Lofton. You can't get that one. Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Allen outside. Here's Salon. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammate, racking up the assists. So important to team finish.
And it's Smith with the ball. He picks it up for New Orleans. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Smith with a screen on Porter. And he's good on that 3-ball. Ingram's got 7 points.
Silky 3-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Pass to Salon from the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Ingram. He has some, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 10 points in the game so far.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
MP outside. From past the arc. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Murray. And that one's good. Daniels has got his first 2 points of the night.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And a wide open look for MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 12.
Oh, you can just tell that NP was in the zone on that 3-pointer too.
Now here's Murray. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. As Ingram missing. Hornets leading by 19 points. Daniels passes to MP. Here's Salon. 7 points in the game. Offensive rebound. And it's Allen with the jam.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Jones kicks to Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. Our focus is on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, seen it all.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Such a wide open look. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. has done.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick.
The dribble moves gets Murray the space he needs to operate.
Here's Salon, covered by Smith. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Pelicans trail by 20. Ingram outside. Money from the wing. Ingram's got 11 points in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Changes here for the Hornets. Tyson's checked in. And it's Brandon Miller in for Porter. Ball, the pass to MP. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Miller kicks the ball. 3-pointer. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Curry passes to Hawkins. To the wing right side. Williamson right side. Tries it from 19. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Here's Salon. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New Orleans. Williamson with the bucket.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
Hornets leading by 21. Pass to Tyson. Murray against MP. Miller outside, from outside the arc. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Outside Curry. Here's Williamson. And the layup's good off the glass. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Break every year. Injuries are a huge factor in shaping the team. So is Charlotte cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
As
far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq. Mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Hornets.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the three major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On mid forward, Ingram and Williamson. Hawkins is out there with Curry. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the bench. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Now, here's Curry. Here's Ingram. The shot misses. Good D by Miller.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to MP. Pass to Miller. Takes a three. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists in the game. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Hey guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's MP. Ball kicks to Miller. Back to Ball. And another 3 for Charlotte.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now for New Orleans, shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zawan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one is hammered home.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this league.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Williamson with it. Fades and shoots. And again, New Orleans has no up.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And here's MP for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, after 3 straight minutes, that's their first miss of the half.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Williams dishes to Williamson. Pass to Hawkins. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they get 1 to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Now, here's MP. He's got 12. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Down at the screen for Miller. This is the wing chip. The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Hawkins. Williamson left side. Shot clock at 5. And here is Curry. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. 2 points. That one goes. Ball's got 26.
LaMelo using that body control there, making the play off contact.
Williamson a screen on Ball. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williamson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Outside Curry. It's Ingram on the wing. Got it. Good job on the low post. He's got 19.
A natural born scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Now here's Allen. 10 points for him. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Good on the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here is Miller. 11 points in the game. Off target from the wing. Hawkins against MP. And stolen by Miller. It's 2-on-1. And MP with the basket on the assist by Miller. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Down low, Allen. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
The team-first attitude of MP. Nice job sharing the ball.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for New Orleans. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Pass to MP. Outside, ball. MP deciding where to go with it. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Charlotte.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Ingram against Miller. Ingram right side. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Charlotte has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Williams a screen on Miller. Inside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Curry passes to Williams. No good, unable to end this run. Here's MP. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Curry. Mr. Williamson. And of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or system, in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Murray's checked in for New Orleans.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
MP kicks to Miller. Offline with his three. And the Pelicans shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 28 points for the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Ingram with it. He's got 22. To the middle. Here's Williams. Nice D from Porter.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by MP. Here's Williamson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
He's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
Pass to Tyson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
3 points.
MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. New Orleans has gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ingram kicks to Murray. Back to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williams sets a screen for Williamson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Defense is all over Zion, but Williamson doubles down and draws a foul while able to get the shot off as well.
He's off on the first. Some changes for New Orleans. Smith comes in for Williams, and Jones subbed in for Hawkins. And the second free throw, good. And here's Daniels, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Porter, three-pointer. That shot missing. The Pelicans shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Ingram finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Once the acceleration for Murray hits you, he's gone.
Charlotte shooting extremely well, 62% of the night to this point. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Now here's Williamson. That's good. It's Ingram with the assist. Williamson's got 23.
He's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The second chance effort. Miller, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D is just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Pelicans have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80%.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, ball. On the wing, Miller. Back to ball. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Ball. He's out there with MP. Jared Allen is out there with Miller. And it's Salon in the power forward position. Pass to Williams. Here's Murray. Williams sets a screen for Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets have gone 5 of 11 for the field in the fourth quarter. MP gets rebounded by New Orleans. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Ingram. Out to the right wing. Williams in right side. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by MP. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shot so far. Pass to Allen. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now Jones. Ingram outside. From 12 feet out. That's short off the rim. Hornets shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, great job by MP, showing how selfless he is with passes like that.
It's Ingram on the wing, covered by Miller. Can they get it? MP grabs the miss. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. MP's got 30 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And in terms of size, not your typical center. Man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Ball finds Allen. Jones against MP. Pass to Salon. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Murray. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 analysts that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
Well, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me.
Well, win by 26.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and